Okay, as a designer, I could not be more excited. This year we have 2 brand new siding colors, and talking about architecturally beautiful homes, I mean, brand new siding colors are just like, I'm like a kid in a candy store. It is so exciting to me.
Still my favorite. Green's still my favorite.
I love the green.
I also love all these luxury floor plans. We have the architectural design, and they're just so gorgeous.
They're beautiful.
too.
And how helpful is this book?
I love
Let's
it.
go take a look. I want to see
Luke,
more
look
here.
at this beautiful quartz countertop we have, and you've got some of the best backsplashes to go along with that.
Yeah, and you talk about customization. We've got over 100 selections of the quartz, thousands of selections of the backsplash. So combined, you're talking over 1 million different combinations that you can come up with.
That's a big number.
It really is.
That is a big number.
You know, Elizabeth, color is so important to the architectural design of any type of home. So what are some of the more popular choices right now in colors?
It is. Well, we're going to go neutral. So you can, even greens though, greens neutral, but you can make or break your house when it comes to color. You want to stand out, but you want it to be in
And
a
the
good
first
way.
section of the house is always what makes it sell. So you're right,
color is important.
Now, Lonnie, you probably didn't know this about me, but I have a huge passion for handle hardware. And this is my collection here. Doorknobs, that's my other passion right here.
Hey, by the way, doorknobs. This one here reminds me of how I grew up. I grew up in an old country farmhouse, and we had glass doorknobs. A horse is a horse, of course. The famous Mr. Ed.
We got to get started. You know what? This is amazing. Do you realize this is our 241st episode of Between the Studs? I think we're old. We're old.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
And all I can say is I can't think that all these people have really wanted to watch this show this many times, but they have.
And we also need to thank the network for not pulling our show over 241 times.
That's true.
It must be the bloopers.
Yeah.
Well, let's get started. Hey, welcome to Between the Studs. This is a very special edition. We're going to be talking a lot about design, as you can tell today, so stay tuned.
Yeah, guys, have you ever noticed when you drive through a city or a town that all of the houses are very similar?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Even going down the highway, when you see a subdivision along the road, you can tell they're all the same floor plan and there's about 3 different color options.
The landscape in there just, it doesn't feel right, you know?
Of course, he goes to the landscape. It can really make a difference to how a city, a town feels, or a neighborhood. It also can make a real difference when it comes to home's value or the resale of a home.
You know, we're truly blessed to be here in Northeast Indiana, Fort Wayne, and the surrounding cities because we also have a lot of neighborhoods that are just fantastic looking out there.
In our area, we really are blessed to have historically beautiful homes that are architecturally gorgeous and are true quality built in our area.
And Kayla, Lonnie and I are pretty lucky. We're old, so we've had a chance to build a lot of those quality type homes too.
Craftsmanship.
That's true.
And there really is a different feel and a perceived value difference between this custom home and one of those homes built in one of those neighborhoods where it seems like one house kind of fits all.
So the design and variety of an exterior of a home adds value to the landscape of a neighborhood or even a city and town.
Plus having flexible floor plans, innovative design, and think about all the personal choice when it comes to your home. That provides a lot of pride, comfort, and also helps your property value as well.
And Elizabeth, as you can see around us, we have a lot of that personal choices available for people.
But unfortunately, what we're seeing in some cities, and even a little bit in our city, is there's a change in the landscape of the homes that are being built. And I would even use the word, it's a little bit of a housing crisis with it, that more and more of these box production type homes are going up, and unfortunately you've seen it on some larger cities. You drive down some of the interstates and it looks almost like an infestation of all these boxes, just one after another.
And it's really hard to give directions to your house.
Yeah, Elizabeth, what did you call them the other day?
Monopoly houses. If you go on Google Earth and you look down, it's shocking the differences you can see.
So for today's episode and the upcoming Between the Studs episodes, we're really going to do a deep dive into what it takes and the process of designing a truly beautiful custom built home.
And most of the time, it doesn't cost any more.
No.
So today we're going to go behind the scenes and we're going to take a look at what it takes to build a custom home, a home which price doesn't bust the bank.
And on our journey here, we're going to meet our incredible design team and some of the great talents on our team who really make these houses beautiful.
It may even encourage some of you or someone you know to seek a new occupation or a home designer.
Tony, you talked about earlier, 241 episodes we've done. And the fantastic thing about part of this is over 10% of those have been done out at our new Monaco, where we have over 25 episodes out there talking about design, talking about how it all comes together, and talking about our design team. But believe it or not, we did a lot of this before we built the Monaco. And you can go back in time and look at some of our old episodes, like episode number 208 or 239, where they're really getting into another deep dive about design. And it's amazing. If you go back, watch the old ones, and then watch this one, you'll see how design is always changing. And that's why we keep doing new episodes.
Also today we're going to be talking to you about the latest design trends and a lot of products that can add value to your home.
So this will be our first show focused on design and designers. Today we'll start with the exterior details, features, floor plans, and products that go into the exterior of your new home.
So as it was mentioned, one of the important parts of the home is the exterior facade. And we call that in our lives and work streetscaping.
Yeah, and we're also hoping that you sitting at home is going to watch this show, maybe watch a future show, and feel inspired maybe about changing your home you live in now. Maybe more livable, more comfortable, maybe even thinking about doing a renovation, or maybe just thinking, you know what, this home has served its purpose, I need a new one.
Well, I think we should just get to it. Okay. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Do this.
Welcome to Between the Studs. We are Granite Ridge Builders, custom home builders serving northern Indiana, northwest Ohio, and also parts of southern Michigan. We've been building custom homes for more than 2.5 decades, and we're really passionate about what we do. So join us today as we explore the processes, the trends, and expert tips that characterize today's new home. Thanks for watching. Well, welcome back. And as we mentioned, today is all about home design and the design team.
Well, when we were in the process of designing the Monaco, we had a saying, if you remember, a house is made of walls and beams, but a home is made of love and dreams.
Oh, you're going to make me cry. We also said that a home without a plan is just a dream.
It could be a nightmare.
I agree with you on that.
So what exactly is a design, specifically a new home design?
Typically, we're talking about the plan, or we might call it the drawings. In the old days, we called it blueprint because it actually used blue ink that smelled all over the office.
Not anymore.
And it displays the looks and the function of the building itself.
But in our world, as a truly custom builder, it's much, much more. Design is thinking made visual.
I like that. So at Granite Ridge Builders, it's all about our clients' needs and preferences, functionality and safety and aesthetics and architectural style and technical expertise and collaboration. We're going to sit down, we're going to listen to the clients, we're going to base things on their needs, then their wants, and their dreams. And we call that the American dream that so many people in our area can realize today.
Designing involves interior, exterior, and floor plan design. And in order to accomplish this successful design, we need great designers and a great team.
And a designer is someone who plans the looks and also the workings of a new home before it's ever built.
It's taking the client's ideas and combining them with an expert team, people like our architectural draftspeople, interior designers, and our builders to create unique, detailed, custom plans that will fulfill our buyers' dreams and make those dreams come true.
So exactly what does a designer do, and why do you need a fantastic team, which we have here at Granite Ridge, if you are all thinking about building a new home? You need to start here.
Well, first of all, let's think about money. We are all money and budget conscious. Here we can keep you on track when it comes to your money and what your budget is. And what about our showroom? We have 15,000 square feet here for you to come in, make all of your selections, and meet with our designer.
One of the important things a designer will do is help you to define your style. People aren't sure what their style is, so we're going to help them work through that to define a style of a home. Then they can give you a firm price and a budget to avoid the horror that is oftentimes associated with overages in a new custom home.
Our architectural draftsmen and our designers will work with you to collaborate on what you need in your home, what's going to make it special, what's going to fit in your budget. So the Monaco is a great example. You can sit down and go through what are the features in that home that you want maybe in your next home that fits your lifestyle. It could be a gourmet kitchen, the closets, exceptional outdoor living, those extras, the wine tasting room, the golf simulator. We can meet with you, sit down, and incorporate all of these into your design as well as your budget.
And most importantly, a great designer is going to help to add added value to your home down the road when it comes to resale.
At Granite Ridge Builders, Lonnie, a lot of our clients come in, maybe they have no idea what they want to build or design, but a lot of times they've sketched something out themselves.
On a napkin or a notebook. Look at mine.
Oh.
This is a new barn dominium. That's very, very, very popular these days. What do you think?
Lonnie, you're at it again. This is like categories. What are these little things?
Well, those would be chickens.
Well, Lonnie, like always, we need help. You need help. Let's go back to our drafts people.
I agree.
And have them draw this up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Come on. Well, Lonnie, this is okay. You have walls, a roof, and windows, but this is not going to work. So we are going to have our architectural drafts people help us. We have Eric Smith and Mark Amiat. They are going to help us out. Now, Mark, we stole you from California, but tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I've been here for 6 years. I have an architectural degree from North Dakota State.
The Bisons.
Bison, yes,
Okay,
Thunder
yeah,
and
yeah,
Herd.
yeah.
That's right. And we've been working on developing, from a concept into bigger
More like that?
and better and actual workable drawings.
Between the two of you, you've done thousands of prints for homeowners that we built across Fort Wayne and Northeast Indiana. Eric, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I've been here probably about 11 plus years. And over that time, I've probably drawn up close to 1,000 plans that have eventually turned into houses.
Okay, well, you really ran with his plan.
Yes.
Go with it. Just don't forget the chickens.
We can add those in. Let's
Okay,
add those in.
okay,
Let's go.
That's
okay.
a good idea.
All right.
One of the most important aspects of finding the perfect design for your new home is nailing the exterior architectural style.
Okay, that was a really bad
It was a
pun.
good one.
You
Nailing,
should know.
man, come on.
But as we talked about in the last episode, we have got some truly talented artisans here who help us put everything together and help make your dream and your architectural style that you're looking for a reality. And the greatest thing about all this, it's free to our clients.
Absolutely. And one of our first things that we're going to do when we're talking about your new home is finding out what architectural style fits your design ideas.
And one of the things that you can do for that, because this is not an easy task, go back and look at some of our old episodes of Between the Studs. We have all different types of styles of architectural shows, and you will find the one that hits you. And as soon as you see it, jot it down, call us, we got you.
We've talked about so many different styles on the show. We've talked about Art Deco and eclectic. We've talked about Greek Revival, modern, farmhouse, colonial. I mean, how many different styles are there out there? So many of them. But our new favorite one that is becoming very popular is the modern European chateau, like the Monaco.
That is a huge one right now, and also the big one of barn dominiums right now is another big thing going on. And also Gothic is, no, actually Gothic's not big, that's just what I like.
Is barn dominium a style? Are we calling that a style?
I think we're
now?
calling it a style now.
Okay, it's a style. I like it.
But the big part about all this is it's all about streetscaping. That's really what we're talking about. We're talking about what people are seeing from the street, how the brick and the siding come together, or the stone and the landscaping and the gables and the just little pieces and how they all come together. That's all known as streetscaping. And we have the experts here to help you put all that together.
Once we identify your perfect style, we're going to then talk about your design. So style is a little bit different than design. You want to identify what architectural style we could talk about, the barn domain, the craftsman, the farmhouse, but then how does that fit in your design? Do you want a ranch? Do you want a 2-story, a story and a half? And then that's where our team gets to have a lot of fun and bring your vision to life.
It's a lot of fun. And what they're doing is they're going to take the basic architectural principles and they're going to put it all together when you're talking about mass and scale and rhythm and proportion. And these are all things that probably mean absolutely nothing to you, but you know what you like. And when you look at something that you like with this, these are the principles that are a part of it. And our team knows how to take what you like, put it all together, and then make you your masterpiece when it comes to the exterior of your home.
And my favorite thing to talk about with people, you might not know what you like yet, but you probably know what you don't like. And that can help guide us even better if you tell us what you don't like, and we'll avoid that. And then we can definitely get to the point where we can find exactly what is perfect for you.
You know, we hear no cookie cutter.
No.
We hear that a lot, and that's great because we don't want to do that either. We want to make something special for you.
There's a lot of homes that are mass produced and it lacks charm and beauty of the exterior design elements that we know and love with homes, and it's sad to see.
And one episode that you can go back to, Between the Studs, number 224. And that is an episode that we did where we started putting together the entire exterior of the Monaco. And that is such a fascinating episode to see how they did all that layers and make it all come to life.
Our first step when designing the Monaco was to design a floor plan that works with the architectural style of the European chateau.
To explain how we designed our architectural elevation to match our theme style, our architectural drafting department came up with some sketches to show you the evolution of how we got to our final print.
First, we drew a sketch of the exterior elevation of the almost 10,000 square feet, 3-level chateau floor plan we decided on. Here we have an 111-foot horizontal building. We have nestled into a cliff at the rear, a very nice horizontal line at the top of the land.
The next sketch, we drew the roof lines in. We wanted that horizontal roof to be the dominant feature, so we made the roof slope a 10-12 slope to accomplish this. The roof line helps break up the mass for better proportion.
Now the third picture starts the chateau feel. We added 4 vertical high-pitched gable peaks with a very steep 12-12 slope. That's really rough for our framers sometimes. This broke up the long horizontal lines and gave it our chateau architectural feel. Plus, 4 steep gable peaks gave it a repetitive roof rhythm that we needed.
In this next picture, we're going to show the voids, which is over the windows and the door openings in this large massarette. This demonstrates how those windows and doors void reduce the weight of the large mass on the right-hand side. As you can see here, this gives it an asymmetrical look and visual balance.
I love that we also added the horizontal front rail porch line, which shows the difference of the floor levels. It grounds the home and it adds that really welcome feel of the European chateau style.
During this next sketch, when they were putting it together, it shows a couple of the small changes that make a major difference. First, we added the 2 dormers to break up the 2 large roof masses, and the 7 steep sloped gable peaks add that beautiful, repetitive roof rhythm that almost looks like music notes on a sheet. Plus, on the sketch, we showed the casement windows and door patterns that are reminiscent of that old world charm we were looking for in that chateau style.
Now, picture number 6 demonstrates the art of applying the exterior siding materials. This is where my part comes into play a little bit more, which I love. The rustic stone adds a great complement to the other siding materials. Also, the earthly tones and layers of texture grounds the home and the porch, gives it that continuity with the land, and adds to our European chateau countryside feel. Now, the stone also acts as a great complement to our sophisticated landscaping package.
Are you ready now? This is the big difference right here. The 16-inch board and batten. It accentuates the 6 steep pitch gables, which contributes to our chateau architectural style we want, and it adds the balance and character to all of the horizontal roof lines.
This last rendering adds the detail. The solid wood foyer beams, the window box, the shingles, the metal roof, all those great details that bring this home into that great cozy feel.
And now, with the power of television, we have color. This really brings it all together, and you can see this entire European chateau house and how it looks on paper. But now, better yet, just go down to Shadow Creek. It's on Coldwater Road, and you can come and see this home. It's open 7 days a week, and then you can actually look at the picture and look at the house and see how it all married together.
Okay, how cool is this wine? It is called Karma, which is my mom's name, spelled the way my mom spells it, which is awesome. And she started out in design, which is how I got there. And we have choice designs and we sell window treatments and all the things. I love that this is a really, I want to try this wine. It looks really good and it reminds me of my mom.
I'm going to stick to the Granite Ridge Red. It's the only wine I drink. Although today we are cheersing with some whiskey here. Cheersing to good design.
To great design and custom design. That's what Granite Ridge is known known for, and we love to be able to custom design something for you. We're the experts in that field, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that here of why custom design is so important.
We've talked about the custom design of your home. Once you have that floor plan done, the floor plan is going to be perfect for you. That's when the really fun stuff comes about.
It is, and we have a team of people who go alongside you every step of the way. So it starts with looking at your land or your lot or one of ours, but if you have acreage or land or a lake home area, we love to go see it. We bring a team of people, it could be 5 or 6 team members from Granite Ridge to go and take a look at it so we all are familiar with your project. One of our favorite parts of going out to your piece of property is to be able to look at that. Our designers go, our project managers. We have so much information that we love to absorb so we can get the right style, bid, and everything for you.
You mentioned going alongside you the whole way. As a salesperson, that's part of what I love. So, I mean, I'm going to be with you the whole time. You are going to be so tired of me because I'm going to be with you from that lot walk to sitting down with the designer and figuring out your floor plan to then going with you to the decorating appointment and going through that whole decorating part, which is really fun. There will be a professional decorator there too, don't worry.
Yes, but Charity does really awesome as well. And that's the great thing. We're going to talk a little bit more in a show coming up about our design team. They all have an expertise that is a great fit to be able to get you throughout the entire process. We have lighting expert, cabinet expert. Zach is so much fun and awesome to work with on your cabinet design. We also have a designer who specializes in the construction process, so she brings up all sorts of things that you might not have thought of that's going to be helpful when it comes to construction and the way that we communicate with our trade partners. Again, all of this is what Granite Ridge does for you throughout this process in our custom design, and every home is custom for Granite Ridge.
And it's important, you're never alone. I've talked to some other people that have built and have had to do the work by themselves. And here at Granite Ridge, you're never alone. You don't have to take on any of those projects by yourself. You get a custom home and you get a team that is with you the entire time.
Absolutely. We are budget conscious, really important for everybody. Very budget conscious for the whole entire team. It's important to us. We love this. This is what we do. This is what we are excited to go along and do with you as well. So please come on in, talk to us about custom design. We can't wait to design your dream home.
Do you know what the number one thing buyers always ask us when they are wanting to start the new home building process?
I got the answer, Mike, and it is floor plans. But when we say floor plans, it's not just the floor plan. It's the architectural style. It's the exterior elevations. It's how does it lay on the lot. There's a lot that goes into that word floor plan.
Yeah, and we have tons and tons of floor plan books. If you guys want any, give us a call. We can send them to you. Walk in our front door, we can set up a meeting, and you can even have a meeting with one of our experts like Lucian here.
This is Lucian Krawczyk. You may have seen him on our show before. He's been on it a few different times, but he is our senior architectural designer, and I do use that word senior pretty heavily because you've been with us now 20 plus years, and in those years, you've probably designed 16,000 custom homes, built 8,000 of them, so you've kind of seen it all, done it all, and we truly do mean that word custom.
Now, Lucian makes a huge difference here at Granite Ridge. He is a magician when it comes to these floor plans. People give him some of the nastiest looking sketches on a piece of paper, like this one here, and then he turns them into this magical floor plan that works for your family. So Lucian, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and why you love doing what you do?
Yeah. My wife of 23 years, and I have 6 children. One's married, one's starting school. They're real into a lot of sports activities, school, and jobs.
Your one son can dunk.
He's a little bit more talented than me.
It's time to pass that baton to your son. But you also mentioned your one daughter just got married, and that was at that Headwaters Church that we got the luxury to tour, and she just built a Granite Ridge home, a custom home that you designed for her.
That's right.
So Lucian, when somebody walks in the door and they're wanting to build a custom home with Granite Ridge, what is your goal for that meeting?
My ultimate goal is to create just a great custom home that they're going to love for years to come.
Yeah, and I've gotten the pleasure to work alongside you, and it truly, that goal, you can see it come very quickly into the conversation, and that's, I think, what makes it such a caring and, at the end of the day, such a magical experience. But I will say, we always say that creating a custom floor plan is like dumping a 10,000 piece puzzle right in front of you and saying, great, put it all together, but you don't have the picture and you don't have any edges to it. So we're all sitting there just almost paralyzed with the thought. And some of us have probably done that online, looking at floor plan after floor plan, and you just get so lost in the whole shuffle. But you do a fantastic job of walking people through that. And it really is something amazing to behold when you do it. But walk us through just some of the basic steps that you take people through.
So when I first sit down with somebody, I'm looking for inspiration. I'm very passionate about what I do. I love the creative design aspect of this. I've been doing this since I can remember, since I was 4 years old. I want to find out everything I can about your build site. I want to find out how you guys have dinner at night. I want to use my experience and my passion to create the perfect balance between your wants and your needs, your financial goals. One of my biggest secrets is that I know the construction cost. As I'm designing, I'm keeping track of those costs for you. So it's a very efficient process at the same time, and I want to get the best value possible, know that we've got the best custom home design just for them and we don't waste anything.
You know, this whole design thing is actually free to you as a buyer, where you could spend thousands and thousands of dollars on an architect, outside architect, and you know what? They don't know exactly where the budget lies. Again, that's where Lucian brings in his expertise. He can tell you right away, you want to do that, you're going to look around this cost, and you can weigh those pros and cons. So you really said it's interactive, it's a fully immersive experience, and again, it's one that, I hate to keep saying the word, but it truly is magical. You leave that table, you just feel just so excited about the process.
Now, Lucian, I've heard of a local legend here about you and some whiteout. I've walked by your office before, and it sounds like somebody's doing burnouts in there. You're going so crazy with it.
Oh, wait, I see an issue right here. This floor span, this is a little too far. We're gonna have to make an adjustment there.
Uh-oh. Well, again, he's in his element. We've lost him. We need to keep moving on to get to the next segment. But this is truly a special experience and something that we offer free to our buyers. So please come in, talk to any of our sales agent, and we can start this process of designing a truly custom home for you.
Better fan this off before we catch
Right.
fire here, I think.
Okay, guys, hey, we
kinda
got
like
to
my
close the show on
outfit.
design.
Oh, the fireplace.
Man, that's a beautiful piece of flooring right there.
You know, there is a lot of really great sayings about designs. Why don't we tell some of our favorite sayings?
Yeah, hey, design is thinking made visual.
Ooh.
I really like that the function of design is letting design function.
And those who fail to plan to fail.
That's just good life motto right there. Yeah.
And a firm foundation for success starts with a solid design.
Wait, only you would come up with the foundation.
Right, yep.
Design is not just how it looks or how it feels, it is how it works.
You know, thinking about design can be really hard, but not thinking about it, that's disastrous.
If it feels wrong, it is.
That's just like life too,
Yeah.
right there, isn't it?
Wait, that's too simple.
Well, I'm a simple girl.
Yeah.
Anybody buying that?
Bougie is all get out.
Well, you know what? Really, design is about making people happy. You know, either functionally, aesthetically, or even emotionally. And that's really what we do by building custom homes. Kelly, time to close.
All right, thank you all so much for joining us today. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and why we do what we do so well, please pick up the phone and give us a call. Visit our website, or even better yet, come in our front door. We would love to talk to you about designing your new home.
Charity, did you really say that you were
Simple? Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to look at what it takes to design these custom homes that don't miss the brand.
Say rest.
The best bang. Okay, so
I'm glad you said that because I just couldn't bring myself to say it.
That really put these houses into something. What's the word? Into the breast bank.
what was that? Oh, no. All right. Censor.
Charity's dying.